So my mom's been, she's long asked me what kind of woman I'm looking for. You know, had a lot of failures. You know, had body issues. Being overweight all my life and stuff. And attempts I've made, they were just lessons. There was Felicia, which turned out miserable. And there was Lena, and I don't even know. I don't even know what that situation. You know, I don't think she. I think she, if and when she did know when she called me, I think she was just messing around. I don't think she was serious about talking to me, having conversations with me, or even hanging out with me. And that's you can't win them all. I'd like to find a woman that knows what I'm going through, one that understands, having all these years of body issues, who's, who's got their got or close to getting their shit together like I am, who's beautiful inside and out, and not shallow, and loves to show off and so egotistical. Someone who challenges me, but isn't someone who constantly pulls me down to make them feel better. Whether that happen, I don't know. I mean, I'm losing weight at the rate that I want to. My belly's getting smaller. I'm able to wear shirts better, because I'm a tall guy. Even though I'm overweight, I'm a tall guy. So I have to get tall shirts. I'd like to wear a 2X tall, and that's my goal, and that's why I'm taking it slow and easy. And I know I can do it. I mean, I got a supportive brother and mom. I just wish I had a supportive girlfriend. But I've learned girls don't really know that there are guys with manners out there who open doors for them and compliment them, not entirely because of some sexual desire, but because they actually genuinely think it. When I tell a woman she's beautiful, I generally mean it. If I think she's got a beautiful smile, I generally mean it. I'm not saying it to get in her pants, And they don't know this. They're always surprised, They kind of, and then, and when they see I'm about to open the door for them, I open the door for them. Sometimes they'll start to smile and say thank you in a low tone of voice. They're not used to that. And it's a crime. I mean, they say there's no good guys, and I always like to say, they're looking in all the wrong places, But, I always like to think sometimes some woman out there realize they've been looking at the wrong places, that all the guys with the muscles on occasion are ugly inside and don't have a lot of don't have a lot of etiquette, because they might have been born in a family where etiquette wasn't really taught to them and stuff, or maybe they have problems with their ego being big, or they have inferiority complexes or whatever. But someday I'm sure I'll find someone. I admit I thought Elena might have been the one. She seemed shy and stuff, but then, she's got that. I don't know. She kind of. Some discussions when we were Facebook friends, she talked in that elitist manner where, talk intelligent so nobody else understand what you're saying and stuff. And I always hated that because, because I've had fights with elitists before. They talk in that manner and they're insulting you, and other people don't get that. They don't. The words have a neutral tone, but there's a hidden message that you suck. And people don't get that. But I have enough experience with it. I can tell if somebody's saying I suck. And I can, point it out to people. Like if somebody said to me, your vocabulary, sentence structure, and narrative have such a limited and compressed scope, he's basically saying I'm an idiot, that I'm not good at writing or speaking. But he says it in that neutral tone to to make people think that he's just making a tactful comment, but it's not. The intention is to insult somebody in plain sight. And if I know a friend and he asks me, oh hey, this guy said, like if she, let's say the friend is a woman and he said, your chest comes of a compacted size and does not stimulate the right sensual input. He's basically saying you got small breasts and you do nothing for me. You're not making me hard or anything. I can. That's I just don't like people talk like that. It's stupid. If you're gonna, I'm always been, you're gonna say something, say it to their face and say it plainly. Like if you think somebody sucks, they suck. Just say it. I've told Lena I'm attracted to her. I love her. I have sexual interest in her. I've told her that. Told her that plainly. I didn't go, oh, you stimulate the erectile parts of my anatomy and blah blah blah. I just told her plainly. I've told her, the the forms of fantasy, that have envisioned, if we had a romantic relationship, That's what people used to do before love became so complicated and stuff, They would be like, the guy would tell the girl, like, if they had a certain, started to get, a certain friendship and stuff, that, you know, he'd start to go, well, I like you, and, I picture this scenario, me and you, swinging on a porch swing in a blanket over us, and we're watching the stars, and it's not an indecent scene, it's just us comforting each other, and becoming close, and then later, and I would see a long, and I see a long line of moments where we could become close, we'll become more than the sum of our parts, stuff like that, you know, and us become more complex where they're used, they're unfortunately used to lewd comments like, I want to ejaculate in your ass and stuff like that, and, when the, it triggers them because, their friends say, oh, he's into you, that's good and stuff, and I mean, you don't have to be extremely lewd when you're being sexual with them, I mean, with my behavior problems, I have moments because of my bipolar. It causes me where I become too emotional at times, and that's what bipolar is. Your emotions will become too overpowering or too depressive. Too, uh, they can go from extremes. And that's why I don't drink as much caffeine, if at all, anymore, and I drink more water, and I try not to eat too, and I focus on, keeping the amount of sugar I intake low, because I know my behavioral problems go, my bipolar act up, and then, I might feel uh, supremely arrogant or supremely aroused, and I'll say something stupid, but it's coming from my bipolar. It's not something I would normally do. Like, if I had an episode, I might, go on a female friend. I might, because of that uh, episode, I might go on a female friend's page and say something stupidly erotic, and they'd be like, "What?" But it's coming from a place where my emotions are basically, or the impulses, the chemicals, they're running in overdrive. That's why bipolar people can be so emotional, because for some reason, the brain chemistry just runs in overdrive all the time. It swings back and forth rapidly, and that's why we need antidepressants to stabilize it, and we have to go through therapy and stuff to learn control, So, like, it doesn't mean I'm a freak or anything like that. It's just an episode. It's not me. I mean, stuff I told Lena, I'm attracted to her. I'm still attracted to her. I like her, I think there's good in her, but, you know, you, you can't bleed a stone, and, the ugly, the hunchback doesn't get the dame, and, and the toad doesn't always get to be turned into a prince for the princess, It's just a fact of life. It's just how life is, you know. Sad but true. When you can wish on thousands of stars, I wished, that something, that there was a connection with her, that we, shared snail mail and email and stuff, but, you know, she's not into me. You know, I mean, I'm a tall and big guy. I don't have much range of expression in my face. That's the way my face was designed, And my voice, you hear it on this video. It has that that quality in where it doesn't, convey a lot of my emotion. The only time it does is when I'm angry, and that's why I mumble a lot, because I'm insecure about my voice. To finish things up, I got more done on Xander Lorde. It's going along great. I'm trying to help build up my friend Morgan's confidence. He's been working on and off on that project I spoke about, and he's had trouble, putting it all together and just continuing it and stuff. He has issues with his health, mental and physical. He's been depressed, and his mom's sick and stuff. So, I'm trying to help him out. It's just who I am. If I send a message on Facebook to somebody saying I wish you have a happy day and stuff, I mean it, And I admit I still send Lena messages, but not the erotic kind. I just say, I hope you have a good day. I hope you feel well. I hope you take care of yourself. Sometimes I put X's and O's because, I still feel feelings for her. I know, but I know I can't change. I can't put a lasso over. But I know what to say and what not to say. I just, once in a great while, say, I hope you're having a great night. Take care of yourself. I care about you, and that's it. I know in this day and age that's unusual, but in the past, I'm pretty sure guys would call girls, and when they were more civil and well married, they'd call women and say, "Hey, I hope you're right," and everything. I like to think of myself as a civil and well married guy. But I've taken up 18 or so minutes, so have a great night. Bye.